So we're going to start all the way on our backs. So however that feels comfortable to you. Just finding your way gently to your back. I'm going to stay upright just so you can hear my voice better, but finding your way all the way to your backs. Just beginning to settle into the mat. So settling into this space. Just noticing where the body might be holding some tension. Noticing if the shoulders feel tight and allowing the shoulders to naturally open onto the mat. Allowing that space between the eyebrows to melt. And if you're not already, allow the eyes to be closed. Just allowing the perspective to turn inward. See if you can allow your body to become 10% more relaxed. Just incrementally more present and released. And then starting to notice the breath. Noticing where the breath is landing in the body. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly, the ribs, the chest. See if you can begin to slow down your inhales, slow down your exhales. Notice where you may be hanging on in the muscles. Allow those places to release. So as we turn inward and we focus on our breath, take a few moments to hear any sounds around you. For me, it's the birds outside the window. I can hear my neighbors downstairs walking around. I live in a duplex. For you, it might be your kids giggling. It might just be the sound of your own breath. Taking whatever has happened up to you, finding your way to your mat this morning, and setting that aside. We're in a time where we're all uncertain. But sit in this certainty that you know what the next 30 minutes are going to be, and you're going to stay present for it. You're going to do something nice for yourself and your body, and your family and your loved ones. So if it's comfortable, place one hand on the belly and one on the chest. If you're just joining us, we're laying on our backs. I'm just sitting upright so you can hear me. If you're just joining us, we're laying all the way down on our backs. One hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. For 3 rounds of breath, we'll find a cleansing breath. So inhale through the belly, in through the nose, exhale, open the mouth side out. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth side out. Last one, biggest one, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Allow the body to relax. So if you're still on the back, we're going to reach the arms overhead, point the toes away, find a big inhale, and then exhale, hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. 2 more times like that. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Nice long spine. Reach with the fingertips, reach with the toes. Exhale, hug the knees in, rock side to side. Last time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hug in. Rock a little more side to side. Then we'll find a bit of a hip opener. So both soles of the feet on the earth. Knees point up. We'll take the right ankle, place it over the left knee. If you're already feeling something in the right hip, great. If not, reach around, grab for the back of the left thigh. Relax the shoulders back down into the mat. Pull this left knee into the chest. And breathe into the right hip. Roll out the feet and the ankles. Check in with your breath. Two more rounds of breath here. Slowly start to unwind. Bicycle the legs out in the air, get some movement into the hip joints. And then plant both soles of the feet back on the earth. Left ankle over right knee. Stay here if you already get sensation. If not, reach around and grab for the back of the right thigh. Pull the right knee into the chest. Roll out the ankles. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. Just gonna check that the comments, everybody can still hear me. So checking in with your breath. Breath, big inhale, big exhale. Slowly unwind, bicycle the legs out. And then reverse your bicycle. We'll take the arms wide. So take the arms out into a T. If you're near your family, maybe give them a little squeeze. We'll zip the legs together, knees over hips. And then we'll start to drop the knees just a few inches to the right. Pull back to center. Drop the knees a few inches to the left. So we're taking this nice and slow. Don't go quite as far as you want to. We're starting to warm up the core. So keep rolling with your breath. We're also giving ourselves a nice little back massage. Had a lot of people tell me their low backs are tight from all this sitting, a lot less walking. Let's take 2 more full rounds. Close the eyes, follow your breath. And then we'll meet back at center when you're ready. Reach for the backs of the thighs, start to rock up and down the spine. A couple of times, rock and roll. The kids are always best at this. Eventually, we're gonna rock all the way up and over. We're gonna find our way into tabletop. So, hands spread nice and wide. Shoulders over ankles, shoulders over wrists, that would be hard. And then knees underneath the hips. So shake the hips side to side. And then we'll find some cat-cows. So drop the belly, lift the gaze as you inhale. Round the spine, tuck the chin as you exhale. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, find your cat. So let's take 5 or 6 more rounds just like that. Close your eyes, check in with your breath. Maybe you stay with this. Maybe you find some more organic movement, starting to drop the hips side to side, circling the hips over the knees. Let's take 2 or 3 more full rounds here. And then come back to neutral. We'll take the knees wide, finding child's pose. Drop the hips to the heels, walk the fingertips forward, melt the head down. So if the head doesn't reach the mat, place a block underneath. Allow the hips to melt back towards the heels. Find your breath. Press that space between the eyebrows into the mat. Maybe rock the head side to side. Cleansing breath here, big inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Slowly start to round back up to your table. Walk a little bit forward. Sorry, I think Norm's about to come over. Walk a little bit forward and then shoot the right toes back and press the weight towards the heel. Live TV, folks, can't help it. So press the weight towards the right heel, stretching out the calf and the hamstring. Maybe find a little bit of movement. And then next inhale, lift the right toes. Try to keep the hips squared off. Option to lift the left fingertips. Spinal balance. So reach between the fingertips and the toes. And then 3 times, we'll pull elbow to knee. Pull it in as you exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Last time, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Find this extension here. Left hand plants. This time the right knee pulls in, step it through. So we're gonna find a low lunge. You may need to pull this left knee back. Hands can be on blocks if you have them, or just high on the fingertips. Dropping the front of the left hip towards the mat. Option to interlace fingers over the knee. Option to reach the arms overhead, find a little extension in the back. So wherever you are, we'll stay for 5 more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, we're gonna walk the hands back, straighten out the front leg, peel the right toes back towards the face. Try to keep the hips squared. So square the right hip back, left hip forward. So you may need to come really high on the fingertips. Check in with your breath. Two more rounds of breath here. Bend back into the front knee, tuck the back toe. Find this little lunge here and a little bit of movement, just bending into the right knee and straightening. And then we'll step the left foot up to meet the right. Find a forward fold. So allow the head and the neck to be heavy. Feet are about hip distance apart. Allow the head to drop towards the mat. Maybe you sway a little side to side, reach for the elbows. Then inhale, half lift, press the palms into the shins or the thighs. Nice flat, long back. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise the arms all the way up. We're gonna take it all the way overhead. Hands come down to heart center. Inhale, reach just the arms. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. And then open the hands up, close the eyes, find mountain pose. Equal weight in the feet. Check in with the breath. Allow the ears to fall away from the shoulders. And remind yourself that you're standing on solid ground. Everything that's swirling around you will pass in time. Next, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Lift up halfway, inhale. fold, exhale. Plant the palms, step back. Find a high plank. We're gonna drop to the knees. Untuck the toes. Pull the chest forward. We're gonna take a knee down version of our vinyasa. Slowly lower. And then peel it back, baby cobra. So the hands are by the chest. Elbows squeezing in. Pull the ears away from the shoulders. And then release down to the mat. Stack the palms, windshield wiper the feet. We'll take that 2 more times. Hands by the chest. Peel it back, baby cobra. So there's really no weight in the hands. Using the strength of the low back. Inhale, tall. Exhale, release. Stack the palms. Windshield wiper the feet. Lying baby cobra. Peel it back. Exhale, release. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press it back. Find child's pose. So knees come wide. Hips come back. We'll stay in our child's pose for 5 rounds of breath. If you're watching the video from your couch, I encourage you to get on the floor and join us. Or feel free to share it to your page. We'll have some more people practicing with us. So 3 more rounds of breath in child's. Where can you let go a little bit more? And slowly start to round up. Find your way back to that neutral tabletop. Knees underneath the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. We'll take all that on the other side. I think Norm wants to be on TV. Take the left leg back, tuck the toes, and press the weight. Press the weight towards the heel. So we're pressing the body weight back towards the left heel. Gaze is neutral. Maybe find a little bit of movement here, pulsing back and forth. Next, inhale, left leg lifts. Try to keep those hips squared off. Next, inhale, reach the right arm forward, spinal balance. And then 3 times elbow to knee, pull it in. Round into the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Last time, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend, and hold. Right hand plants. This time, pull the left knee into the chest, step it through. So you may have to reset. Wiggle the front foot forward, back knee back. So we're trying to allow the front of the right hip to melt down towards the earth. Same options, interlace fingers over the knee. Take the arms overhead, find some extension. Wherever you are, we'll be here for 5 rounds of breath. We're already more than halfway through our practice, so if you're practicing, stick with us. Take it back, find your half split, straighten out the front leg. Left toes are pulling back towards the face. Pull the left hip in, right hip forward. Find your breath. Maybe you have space to melt a little over the front leg. Two more rounds of breath. And slowly bend back into the front knee. Tuck the back toes. Find some movement here. So straighten out the front leg. And then bend back into the front knee. And then we'll hop the right foot up to meet the left. Find your forward fold. So deep, nice bend in the knees. Let the chest rest on the thighs. Sway a little side to side. We'll do one other movement here before we find our flow. Right hand's gonna come to the mat. bend into the right knee, left arm's gonna open. So left leg straight, left arm up, deep bend into the right knee. So we're getting into the left IT band, hip, and then switch. Doesn't matter which way you're facing on the mat, I'm just facing you for ease. So left hand on the mat, left knee bends. This time right arm peels open. Find your breath. Slowly come back to neutral, shake the legs out. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Root down into the feet, rise up, arms all the way overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale the hands to heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. This time we'll inhale, reach. Interlace the fingers, and then we'll take it over to the right, so I'll mirror you. Inhale back to center. Take it over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway, inhale. Palm your mat, step it back, find a plank. Drop to the knees, untuck the toes. Peel the chest forward, slowly start to lower down. This time we'll find Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, and peel the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into the belly. Option here for a quad stretch. Lift the right toes. Left hand comes towards the right elbow for stability. And then maybe you reach back for the right toes with the right hand. Or maybe you just allow the toes to lift and you get a stretch that way. Slowly release, shake it out. Other side, right hand comes to left elbow, left toes lift. Maybe you start to reach back for the left toes. So being gentle here, never going past your edge. Check in with your breath. Slowly release. Stack the palms, windshield wiper the feet. Hands come underneath the shoulders, press it back, find your child's pose. So knees come wide, toes come together. And slowly start to roll up. We're gonna flip around and come to our seats and then our backs. So if you have the blanket, you probably don't need it anymore. So, soles of the feet on the earth, knees high. Start to slowly release the spine down. And then we'll walk the heels in close to the bum. Fingers are on the mat. Maybe the fingertips are touching the toes. And we'll find a rolling bridge here. So peel the hips away, peel the spine away, start to take the arms overhead. And then slowly start to lower everything down one vertebra at a time, touch the fingertips. 2 more times, inhale, peel everything up. Exhale, release it down. Last time, inhale, peel it away. Exhale, release it down. Option 2, press the feet and the palms in and just pull the hips up for 5 rounds of breath. Or walk the shoulders underneath, and maybe you find a bit more lift. Try to keep the knees in line with the hips. Find your breath. One more round of breath. Slowly start to walk it down. Pull the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long. Roll the ankle out. And then pull the right knee out a little wider towards the right elbow. And then reach for a half happy baby. So reach for the outside blade or the ankle of the right foot. Release the shoulders into the mat. Two more rounds of breath. Pull the knee into the chest, and then we'll take a twist. So pick the hips up, move them to the right side of the mat. Pull this right knee across the body. Maybe extend the right arm long, and your gaze goes out to the right side. So knee and gaze, opposite directions. Again, if you're with your family members, maybe give them a little squeeze. If your family members are still in bed, tell them to join you tomorrow. Roll back to your back. And then we'll switch. So pull the left knee in, right leg extends long. Roll out the foot and the ankle. And then pull the left knee out wide, out towards the left elbow. Extend left sole of the foot to the ceiling. Find your half happy baby here. Trying to keep the right glute glued down. Check in with your breath. Pull the left knee into the chest. Pick the hips up, move them to the left. And then take the left knee across the body, gaze out to the left side, find your spinal twist. Come back to center. Hug both knees into the chest, rock side to side. We'll find full happy baby. Take the knees wide, soles of the feet to the ceiling. Three more rounds of breath. And slowly release the feet to the earth. Walk the soles of the feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees fall in. And then walk soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out wide. Bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can rest on the belly. Eyes can be heavy or closed. Check in with how you're feeling. How can you lean into this new normal that we find ourselves in? How can you find the beauty and the joy and the small silver linings? Cherishing this unadulterated time with friends and family, hopefully just family. Sinking into the slower pace of life. Now is the time to remind ourselves of what actually matters. Food, shelter, love, health. Allowing all those other things that we make ourselves busy with to fall away. So I'll lead you through a short Shavasana, final resting pose. You want to extend the legs out long. Allow the arms to fall by the sides. Let everything fall out wide and long. Release the space between the eyebrows. Allow the eyes to be heavy or closed. Melt the shoulders into the mat. Breathe this relaxation down through the arms, all the way to the fingertips. Breathing relaxation into the chest. The chest feels heavy or tight. Think about a light in the chest, a lightness and an airiness. Creating more space for love. Breathe your relaxation down into the belly, into the hips, all the way down through the legs to the toes. Let the toes be heavy. Allow any hold on the breath or the mind. Take rest. I'll bring you back in a few minutes' time. Slowly starting to bring movement to fingers and toes. Bringing awareness back to the breath. Bringing your awareness back into the physical body. Stretch the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, press the palms away, point the toes. Biggest inhale of the morning or the afternoon. And then exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And just gently fall to one side, resting the head on the hands. We'll stay in this fetal posture for a few rounds of breath. Taking a moment here to fill up with gratitude. Gratitude for the time that you took for yourself. Do something nice for your body and your mind and your breath. Gratitude for the amazing things that your body is capable of doing right now and in the future. And most importantly, gratitude for the health of yourself and your family and your friends. Sending loving kindness into the world. Allowing yourself to be a beacon of calm and peace and hope. Being an anchor in a turbulent ocean. Take a moment to remind yourself that you are enough, just as you are right now. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. No change is needed. No apologies necessary. Taking this feeling of gratitude and this sense of being enough with you through the rest of your day or your evening. Knowing that now is a time for quiet, slowing down. Whatever you do or do not accomplish today has no bearing on your self-worth. Allow time for rest. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Know that everything that you need is already inside of yourself. When you're ready, we'll slowly roll up to a comfortable seat. Keeping the eyes closed. Take 3 rounds of cleansing breath together. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, side out. Allow the hands to drop to the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, side out. Connect the knuckles of the thumbs to the sternum, symbolizing the connection of our body to our breath, our prana, our life force. It's truly my honor to guide you through your practice. Wherever you are in the world, I can feel your energy, I can feel your breath. Thank you for being a part of this. It's truly my honor to provide this service. If it can be of any help to any of you during this time. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste.